And a good morning, good late night, overnight, morning, wherever, whatever time you're watching this, uh, to all, and welcome to another tropical update here from Cayman Hurricane Center. Now, folks, since Hurricane Milton made landfall in Florida, crossed over and weakened, uh, had a little bit of a short, quiet period before things started to ramp up again. And again, we were looking at some development in the potential development for the Caribbean, as well as a system that was off of Africa that moved near the Cape Verde Islands. That system went all the way across the main development region, passing near to the northern Leeward Islands, now just north of the Caribbean. And we're still tracking the system. 94L still continues on out there, but our system in the Caribbean has developed on and become Tropical Storm Nadine. So, just going into the details here, and as we go forwards, here's the map of the Western Atlantic here, folks, and we could definitely see our very large and broad tropical storm Nadine here in the northwestern Caribbean in the past day on Friday, causing some rain and the odd gusty wind there for portions of the Cayman Islands. We saw a bit of that action there for northeastern Honduras, and we are seeing, of course, that action now moving into portions of Belize and the Yucatan Peninsula. We also see here 94L located again just north of the northern Caribbean here, just northwest of Puerto Rico. Now, albeit looking good, there is still some disorganization at the surface level. Certainly, the system could work its way down to the surface and allow this to go on to develop. We do expect that the system will be moving generally west to west southwest towards this region. Now, within this area, things are looking a little bit more complex than before. Before it was more of a straightforward shooting through the gap, passing between Jamaica and near the Cayman Islands, or potentially recurving their part of Cuba. Now that our system is a little bit more further north and a little bit more organized, could be a bit stronger here, and chances are that the system could be a bit stronger as it gets into this region here. So again, could see a little bit of a shift. The track more towards Cuba, maybe crossing Cuba, and coming up or around, or potentially coming through here, then bouncing off to the northeast. Either way, regardless of however 94L moves, we're expecting that, again, showers, thunderstorms, and some gusty winds, obviously, for portions of southern Bahamas, for northern portions of Haiti, for southern Cuba. We could still see some stuff for parts of Jamaica, but it will likely be on the northern and eastern portions of Jamaica that will likely get in on that action. We could still see again, depending on how far the system dives in and moves through this area here, we could see some of that action there for the Cayman Islands, but definitely South Cuba and the Bahamas definitely getting in on that action for 94L. Just quickly running the numbers there for 94L. As of the latest available figures for 94L, 20.6 north, 68.3 west, about 181 northeast of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Again, winds are about at 35. So that's 94L. Now let's get to our tropical storm and our main event here. Get you the details of Nadine. So again, Nadine, located in the northwestern Caribbean, and as of the latest advisory, Nadine located about 17.3, 86.4, about 120 east of Belize City. Winds are at 40, the movement generally towards the west at 8, and the pressure is at 8,004 millibars. We do note that, again, the tropical storm warnings are in effect for Belize and parts of the Yucatan Peninsula. So, from Belize City northwards to the border of Mexico, and then again the Belize-Mexico border towards Tulum. And this also includes parts of Cozumel. Again, we could see the tropical storm warnings potentially come down a bit further to include all of the Belizean coast as well as for Honduras. Of course, there were some winds that looked like it was gusting near tropical storm force, near our weather buoys in the northwestern Caribbean, around there, and we also looked on some satellite winds. And earlier today, there were some winds that were likely gusting to near storm strength near the Cayman Islands as well, as the system was developing. But again, that is that with our system there. Again, want to note that as of now, this system is expected to track on a general westward course towards Belize, make landfall likely at some point later today in the morning period, late morning period. We are expecting that the system could potentially intensify just a tad bit more, but again, we're expecting a low-end tropical storm for landfall there to Belize. In terms of impacts, we are expecting, again, this to be more of a rainfall maker for the area. So we do note that we're looking at 4 to 8 inches, widespread amounts of that across northern Belize, northern Guatemala, and of course the Yucatan Peninsula there, the southern Mexican states, Quintana Roo, and westwards onto Veracruz. Isolated amounts exceeding 12 inches are possible there through late Tuesday. And again, we're also noting, again, the Cayman Islands, again, in general, 1 to 2 inches, certainly particularly for the sister islands, Cayman Brac, Little Cayman. For Grand Cayman, especially western portions of Grand Cayman, could see some more, up to 2 to 4 inches there. Again, northern Honduras, we're looking at 4 to 6 inches, likely, especially for the northern sections, 2 to 4 through the middle sections, and 1 to 2 through southern sections of Honduras. For Nicaragua, for majority of Nicaragua, we are looking at 1 to 2 inches, western reaches, and in areas of higher elevation, we're expecting obviously some more there. And even western portions of Cuba, you could also see there 1 to 2 inches of rain. So, yeah, that is what we've had for our tropical storm, Nadine, and our 94L. We'll have further updates later today.